sister, Sonia Peach, had a motorhome. Guess who went from Oklahoma to Colorado in this motorhome? These ladies took us up there. Joyce Owens, my sideline, we actually were in this motorhome going up there. And you have to remember, I said that I was really worried about my finances and things like that. So you better believe I took my crackers, I took my M&Ms, and I thought that's what I was going to get to eat. And that's what's so interesting is that people need to realize that everyone has felt that. And some of your top people might be people that you don't recognize just yet. Know that a lot of times people, their why has to become built big enough for them to be able to see why they want to do this. So you guys, with Vegas coming up, get your people there, and that's what's so neat about that. Now let's kind of talk just a little bit more on that note. Actually, my first consultant was, everyone knows, Miss Cecilia Stoll. How many of you guys would have loved to have sponsored her first? What's so interesting about that is that when we talk about building relationships, Cecilia is one of my very good friends. And it's so interesting, I gave her a sample pack. Do you know how many times I had to follow up with her? With her seeing if she'd tried the sample yet? 5 times. Now, how many of you guys would, after the 3rd time, you might kind of go, forget this girl from Brazil. There's no way. You guys, please know that there are people out there that they might be like Cecilia. And that's what's so interesting is, so keep asking, keep talking, keep looking at that. Now, when we talk about a Petter moment, and what's so neat about this is as I kind of continue to go on and I, sponsored district managers and area managers and different people like that, I also, down the road, had promoted my 2nd MVP, Carlita Nelson. And that's what's so neat. She was one of my very, very, very good friends. Our sons are both Blakes. They went to a private school together in Norman, and she had a professional job. And she would look at me being the stay-at-home mom. Oh, poor Martha. She would give me money to take the boys to the movies. And when she found out how good I'd done in Arvon, she goes, are you kidding me? She goes, I want my money back. I want my money back. But that's what was so neat about it. Well, when she actually promoted, she went very fast. If you've not heard Carlita's story, she went very fast. And when she went MVP, we were in Mexico. And that's another point with Petter, because Petter was there also. He congratulated her. But you know what's so interesting is that he congratulated me. And I want to back up for just a minute to Cecilia. You guys, when Cecilia, she actually was the spirit of Arvon, right after she came into Arvon and things like that. And I remember meeting Petter and being just so, I was just so panicked. And so I went up to hug him, and I hugged him, and I said, yeah, Cecilia Stoll's here. And he goes, I didn't really care about Cecilia Stoll. He said, I care about Martha McIntyre. Because he said Martha McIntyre found Cecilia Stoll. So how many times do we compare ourselves thinking, you know what, I don't have the same personality? You guys, it's one place for everyone in this business. That's what's so neat. Your background, what your personality is like, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, like I was a stay-at-home mom, or you were the business person that went to do a nurse practitioner like Carlita did, and Cecilia, her assistant job that she had. You guys, you just never know. But think about one thing that I said that Petter always used to bring up, relationships. Relationships is huge. I don't want Arvon to ever go away, never. But you know what, the friendships that I've made in this business, I will love Carlita Nelson and Cecilia Stoll and Jackie Mammon and all the different managers that I've had forever. And that's what's so neat, as I was pretty aggressive with Carlita. Carlita really likes to remind me of that, but she was a very good friend, and I thought, she's got to get this. And so I took her to a car presentation, and she would listen. She just thought, oh, I'm just making a little play money, being a stay-at-home mom. And I had to shake her. And you guys, you know me as being very nice, very calm. Well, Carlita pushed me to the edge to not be calm. And so I actually shook her, and I shook her 3 times. You got to go to this car presentation with me. And she went to the car presentation just to get me off her back. And what's so interesting is that she thanks me to this day, you know, how thankful, you know, of bringing Arvon in. And so you guys, if you have friends and family from the different countries that you're from, think about what if you talk to them and ask them one more time. You know, timing is everything with people. And we always had that guideline from Petter, and that's where I will never, never, never forget Petter Fork. And I'm just very blessed that I was able to work with him personally, and that I'm able to work with Dion personally too. So that's what's so nice about that. So that's my little moment. So I'll get this back to you, Dion.